Alright, what's up guys? How you doing? Jackal here. We have just had the October community update just dropped, so I'm just gonna go ahead and read through it. It's about an hour ago. Already 10k views, so that's pretty good. With Halloween creeping closer, update 11 it's just weeks away, the perfect mix for the two. Here are some few treats from the game to sink your teeth into. Something terrifying is coming. This is pretty going to explain about the new map. In the latest community update, we gave you a sneak peek of the upcoming new PvE map and told you it'd have a new boss fight. Today, we wanted to announce that the new boss fight is a Tyrannid Prime. So I'm just going to have a look at that real quickly. So that's going to be pretty cool. We obviously saw them at the end. The end of the boss fight, or the end of the fight, so that's really cool. So I'm looking forward to fighting one of these guys. Except there's a twist. There's two of them. You're welcome. Is a formidable enemy, a winged Tyrannid leader beast, the apex of the Tyrannid warrior. So heavy-bladed limbs can slice through the toughest target. Make sure you're ready. You'll meet this foe on the new map replication, new operations map coming up, patch 11, which is off-planet. Your mission: infiltrate and capture a ship and destroy it, along with a new map and boss fight. New battlefield conditions will be implemented into the stratagems mode with new weapon variants and armor pieces. The end of is planned on the end of November. So that's anyone who's wondering. End of November. Upcoming DLC. We got the Blood Angels Champion Pack and then the Salamanders Cosmetic Pack. Blood Angels is quite a special time. But Blood Angels Captain Miniature. The skin also comes with an optional jump pack variant for the Assault for the Sanguini Guard fans who hope like it. So this is pretty nice. I'm just going to have a look at here. This is a nice, probably make a really, really nice wallpaper that. And then we got this one here as well. All right. And then we've got, what else have we got here? And I believe that we are able to color these as well. So any Blood Angel fans out there worried that you just will have it just pure gold, you can color it. So that's going to be interesting. It's going to be nice. I quite like the fact that you can color it. That will be a lot better. I do like the sword as well. Along with that, Salamanders return with a cosmetic pack, this time including 5 pieces, 4 successor chapters, and various decals. Have a closer look here, and we've got the Salamander right there. I'm not a fan of the helmet. I do like the shoulder piece, and then the two armors, the 2 shoulder pieces even. They do look really, really cool. Let's have a look here as well. Again, Salamanders. Nice that they put them around some Imperial Guardsmen. Yeah, it looks really good. I like it. I feel like there may be something along here for the arm piece because on the public test server it wasn't particularly great. Salamander's successor chapters. So I do understand from my understanding that the Dark Kraken is one of the favorite Space Marine successor chapters. I'm not sure, probably because it's purple and black. I'd imagine. And then we've got Spear, I believe, and then I'm not 100% of the other 2. There you go, Black Vipers, and then Covenant and Fire, and Dragon Spear. There we go. The results of the event this month, you were able to take 400,000 Vortex Beasts down, so that you get the Infiltrator helmet, which is pretty cool. It's that helmet right there. I did a little bit myself. I don't like the mission, so I did a couple. The reward of completing the task is to get the helmet for the Vanguard and Sniper, so that's good. That would probably come out in the shop later this year or next year, I'd imagine. The public test server. Also have a link in my, gonna have a link for the variations of the Chaos Space Marines here, because they did actually update it where you have multiple Chaos customization options. So that's pretty cool. 11 you can get on Steam. Good news. Gonna wait until November for trying weapons and the equipment. The new equipment isn't too bad. I don't think it's great. It's very low tier. It'd be kind of like the shock grenade area. That's how I feel, because I don't think it's not great. Like, it does like 25% melee damage for 15 seconds, and it just doesn't seem that great. Like, if you've got a good build, 25% melee damage for 15 seconds is good, and if you can get a couple of them, that's like 50 seconds for 30 seconds, so that would be pretty decent. I'd imagine on the Power Fist, the block Power Fist is going to be really, really good. Or possibly the new Heroic Thunder Hammer. You can now mix Chaos Armors and equip them in different classes. I like this a lot. It's just I feel like a lot of people would like it in PvE. If you had the chaos in the PvE, I feel like loads of people would actually love this so much and probably play a lot more PvE and go over there. Maybe the reason why they don't want people to have it in PvE is for the simple reason that they still want PvP to be somewhat of part of the game. Like who knows, on the developer side of things. It is tutorial access and then the patch notes. Please note that the cosmetic DLCs can't be equipped if you don't own a season pass, and is not available either. Also, PTS runs as a completely separate game version, does not carry over your previous progress in game. Instead, it will provide all players with default maxed out levels and weapons. And then you can give them some feedback there. Since it's been a few days, I've already received some feedback and want to address it quickly, and we wanted to reassure you that the Blood Angels champion parts will be colorable, so that's good. The Salamander's shoulder will have an emblem, that's also good. Jump pack dash attacks aren't final. Please keep in mind PTS is not a final version of the upcoming update, and thus many things are still work in process. So it's got a public test over there. The results of the community event. We were eager to hear which your favorite ones there. Again, I voted this myself. Decap won. I'm a big fan of Exfil. I want to say that come very close second. Yeah. Okay, so Decap won by 1.5 mil points, and then second was Inferno, and then Exfil. I want to say Exfil on that. There, it looks like that was Exfil. And then people like Vortex. People like Vortex. What's going on? Yeah, these others aren't like terribly. I mean, I don't like Bliss. Termination's pretty good. I'd have Termination before Vortex, and Ballistic Engines, those two as well. So yeah, that's good. I mean, it's good for the developers because then they can understand what's what they're doing and what kind of path they can take. So if this is a good map for everyone, then I'd assume that that's going to be kind of the missions in future that they're going to be releasing, which is good. So a little bit of a build up, etc. Sort of some mandatory place this here, pick this up, etc. mission part, and then a boss fight in the end. So that'd be nice. Decap's your favorite mission so far. Doing this kind of helps us prefer. Thanks for the participation. Prize once more released to see how you like to compare to uphold the old maps. Celebrate Halloween. We're offering 2 limited editions. This is really cool. Nice limited edition here. So make sure you get yourself on one of these here. Again, I will link this in the description below so you can see about maybe trying to get a lucky shot and get in the giveaway. Q&A. Addressing a selection of ideas from Focus Together. On Focus Together, we have submitted ideas for the game since launch today. We wanted to address some of the latest and most discussed ideas and bring an answer to an insight from the game director, Dimitri. For each question, you may find a title of an idea with the hyperlink, a subtitle summarizing, and then answer, and more questions. Focus Together. Remove stratagem currency. Remove accolades or make accolades tradable with requisite so they can be farmed. Currently, removing accolades or making them possible to trade with requisition points is not planned. However, as we stated in September update, we will implement different ways to earn accolades in the future. I know one of them was through siege mode, maybe a couple of others. So that's interesting to see what they do there. Allow all classes to use Space Wolves Champion for shoulder pads. This is a big thing for me. Being a Space Wolves fan, I really want this to come out and have that, because the fact that I can't have the Space Wolves Champion for shoulder pads is kind of annoying. Especially if I want it on my bulwark or my tactical or my heavy. Have less class restriction for which class can use the Space Wolves Champion shoulder pad. The reason behind locking the Space Wolves shoulder pad is because Phobos armor cannot be used on Tactus or Grievous armor. Law reasons, plus it simply doesn't fit. What you're asking actually implies creating a new shoulder pad for Tactus and Grievous armor. We're going to do that for the most popular champion parts, and Space Wolves shoulder pad is one of those. That's very good. I would like to hope that they maybe do it for the Salamanders, or possibly Blood Angels, etc. See if they do it for the champion parts, that'd be really good. It's kind of annoying that they got to refit everything onto the Grievous and the Tacticus armor parts. Power Axe for tactical, and Space Wolves cosmetics for tactical. We are thinking of something cooler and more complex than that, so this is interesting. I wonder what they'd have in store for that. A Power Axe for tactical Space Wolves. The only thing I could think along the lines would be really cool if you could have a Power Fist possibly on the tactical. That would, be really, really cool. Maybe even having claws for the tactical or the heavy. Add the 7 without Laurels. Yes, we're planning to add the less Laurels version of the helmet in the upcoming event. There is actually that's actually in the next patch, so don't worry about that too much. I know that's happened. Training sim area. This would be really good for a lot of console players because I know that there is actually a mod on the Nexus. And I know that the modifier is like an area training. I've yet to download it myself, but I am really intrigued by it. So if they bring this in, and I don't need to put the mod on there anyways, and also it'd be, again, really good for the console players. Add some kind of training simulator and shooting range to the battle barge. That would be really good. Yes, we're planning to expand the battle barge in this way. That's very good. I like that a lot. So all in all, it's pretty decent. This, the cosmetics and also cosmetics again, and a little bit more for the tactical Space Wolves, and then a training area. Each month, we try to our best to address the trendiest and most upvoted ideas on Focus Together, but as you may see yourself, there are now more than 10k ideas. Therefore, we need time to consider all suggestions, discuss them, eventually bring an answer. Thank you for your patience and mostly your devotion and interest in the game. That's it for this month. If you want to keep updated with news, join our Discord server right here and become a member of Focus Team. You can also follow Focus Entertainment on our socials. Thank you for unwavering support, Focus and Saver. So all in all, it's pretty decent. I'll put this link in the description down below, but it's doing well so far. I feel like they're on the right track. I do feel like sometimes some of the cosmetics and some of the weapons are like slacking a little bit. And I understand it's a game, and I understand that they've got to create new cosmetics and see if they fit, and this is why they do a public test server, etc., stuff like that. So that's pretty much it. To come up about 12 minutes on this, so I'll just try to get through it as quick as possible. I'm going to be putting this up and putting a link in the description down below, but thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it, and I hope you have a good day, evening, whatever you're doing. Bye.